Now on Good Morning Northwest, your commute could hit a snag starting this morning if you take the Freya exit off of I-90. A live report with what road crews are doing and how long it'll last.
Oh, we're wrapping up March, and we are definitely going to have spring weather, no doubt about it. But we're going to talk about when we could see some really nice spring weather.
We're coming off a thrilling weekend of college basketball. Some of our local teams are marching on and others are done. A recap and a look ahead to the Sweet 16 matchups. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your Monday with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, March 25th. Mark is here with our first alert forecast. What are we looking for?
Chilly and then cool is how it's sort of working out. 30 into the West Plains, but downtown we have upper 20s. We have 27 to Coeur d'Alene. Again, no fog to report. Roads are in great shape. Things look pretty nice. But again, we're sitting at 30 degrees here. Now, we're looking at, in our 4 things you need to know, again, the frosty start in some areas, temperatures into the low to mid 20s, increased clouds throughout the day. Tuesday, today and Tuesday, some afternoon scattered showers, but a rainy Wednesday. And then we're warming into, again, this next weekend. We have the cloud cover. We're going to continue to hold on to that. We will see, again, the formation of rain showers coming from the west, really into the Palouse to start, and then moving into our area. As it does, they're going to be spotty and hit and miss. We'll see highs today for Spokane nearing 50, 41 into Coeur d'Alene, 50 into Colville, and then we'll have temperatures into the mid-50s for Lewiston on the cool side. So we'll see the cloud cover. Winds are going to be light and 48 for the high.
Mark, thanks. Today, a judge will sentence a man who killed a family of 4 in North Idaho.
Major John Kaler faces a minimum sentence of 10 years in prison and a maximum sentence of life in prison for each of the 4 counts of second-degree murder. Kaler killed Kenneth and Kenna Gardapi and Devin and Aiken Smith. Several family and friends wrote victim impact statements describing what the family meant to them and why Kaler deserves to spend the rest of his life behind bars. Kenna's mom wrote, "I haven't seen or heard or touched my kids in 9 months. I don't get good sleep and I have bad times all day, every day. I feel he, Major John Kaler, deserves life behind bars because I feel like I live my life like that every day." Kenna's aunt wrote in, acknowledging those who say Kaler is a good father for protecting his kids, but she said a good father would not murder other children or leave their own children without their sole provider. Kaler's sentencing is scheduled for 1 o'clock this afternoon. We will bring you the results on TV, on KXLY.com, and the KXLY Plus streaming app. You could experience some major delays as you start your work week.
The westbound I-90 exit at Freya Street will be closed this morning for the Thor-Freya Corridor project. Crews will be working to rebuild Thor and 2nd and Freya and 2nd. The off-ramp's closure could last until early June, and Allison Martinez is live there this morning to break down the best detours as you start to head out this morning. Good morning, Allison.
Robin, Natalie, good morning. It's another construction project making the morning commute more difficult for Spokane drivers. Right now, we're just an hour away from this completion, or from this project starting sometime in the 6 o'clock hour. Behind me, you can see we're not seeing any complete closures yet this morning, though we have some cones and some signs as we're gearing up for it. Starting today, crews will be working to rebuild 2 intersections in East Central, Thor in 2nd and Freya in 2nd. Crews will be focused on rebuilding the intersections with concrete, water and sewer replacements, and more. We heard from Marlene Feist, who is the Director of Public Works for the City of Spokane. Here's what she had to say about the timing for this project.
We had thought about doing it last summer. We gave that area a break and are coming back and doing those intersections this year.
Similar work will be done on eastbound 3rd Ave at Thor and Freya Streets once this project is complete. For now, here's what you need to know. Westbound drivers have 3 rerouting options. You can use exit 286 at Broadway Ave, exit 285 at Sprague, or exit 283A at Altamont Street. If you're heading north, you are in the clear. Know that northbound Freya Street will be open between 5th Ave and Sprague Ave. Now, this detour is expected to be in place for approximately 10 weeks or until early June. Now, as you head out the door this morning, give yourself plenty of extra time, especially this week in particular, as drivers are first encountering these closures. Now, for more information on detours, you can head to our website, kxly.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks. A 7-time convicted felon is in jail this morning for shooting at 4 people Saturday. Police say it happened in the Logren neighborhood near the intersection of North Hamilton and East Indiana Avenue. 2 people found a car they believed was stolen from a friend. They called the friend who arrived at the scene to confirm it was their car. Now, while trying to figure out how to reclaim the car, 33-year-old Levi Corker came outside and confronted the group. He then went back inside his apartment and returned holding a handgun. The group backed off and tried to drive away. Corker fired several shots at the car. Thankfully, no one was hit. Police arrested Corker for 4 counts of first-degree assault and unlawful possession of a firearm. Well, just weeks ago, Gonzaga fans had to sit with the idea that their team could miss the NCAA tournament for the first time in 25 years.
Well, that was then, this is now. When the Zags came out of halftime in Saturday's game against Kansas, they showed not only why they belong in postseason, but also why they are headed to their 9th straight Sweet 16. Sports director Julian Minnesone tells us what went right for the Zags.
I've been covering Gonzaga all year long. That was without a doubt their best performance of the season. Offensively, they tore Kansas apart, shooting 60% from the floor, outscoring the Jayhawks by 22 points there in the second half. Defensively, they were locked down, especially down the stretch, and now it marks 9 straight Sweet 16s for Gonzaga, the longest streak in the nation, and this one may be the sweetest yet.
Shows how the program is built, and yeah, I've been able to be part of 4 of them, and the streak continues.
Definitely something I envisioned, like when I committed here. It's just an honor to be a part of, man. It's something you dream of as a kid, and my dreams are coming true right now.
That's the fire that we be needing. You know, that's the fire that I feel like all the previous seasons we didn't have. You know, I feel like that's what we got now this season. You know, at the beginning of the season, we had little bumps and bruises and everything, but I honestly think. You know, we figured it out.
I think we solidified ourselves as one of the blue bloods. And, you know, that second half, we came out with so much energy and passion on defense. If we do that for the rest of the tournament, we're going to be very hard to beat.
Now the team is headed to Detroit for a Sweet 16 and potentially an Elite 8. Crazy to think that there was a time this season where many didn't even think Gonzaga would make the NCAA tournament, and now they've heard the noise and are back in a familiar place, really embracing the nobody believes in us role. Remember, this program was built on a Cinderella story. It'd be hard-pressed to call Gonzaga a Cinderella these days, but one thing's for sure, this Gonzaga team, the slipper still fits. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Julian Minnesone, 4 News Now, Sports.
Okay, so we now know the Bulldogs will get their rematch with 1-seeded Purdue. You might remember the Zags lost to the Boilermakers earlier this season. That was in the Maui Invitational. But like Julian said, this Zags team looks completely different than it did just even a couple of weeks ago. The Bulldogs versus the Boilermakers, the Sweet 16 game on Friday.
Sure to be a good one.
Oh, can't wait.
Excited. Your time right now is 6:08.
Let's check back in with Mark, taking a look at what you can expect as you get the kids ready for school today.
Well, everybody needs to. We're not done transitioning from winter to summer. We've got that in between. A light winter layer today would not be a bad idea. We are going to see better weather. We're going to talk more about that coming up.
Well, it was a weekend of wild spring weather across the country, coming up from tornadoes to blizzards. We'll show you what happened next.
And a terror attack in Russia kills more than 130 people. Up next, the arrests, who claimed responsibility, and who Russian President Vladimir Putin says is really behind it.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Diamonds and Dreams is proudly sponsored by Knutson Chevrolet in Post Falls.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
No slam dunk today, it looks like.
Oh, don't worry. I can fix this.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning. We get you compensated fairly, and we don't receive a penny until you get paid.
How do I contact you guys?
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Sorry, body, for knowing about actives, but giving 100% of them to my face. But fear no more, body. Get active serums with hyaluronic acid that quench, vitamin C that brightens, and pro-ceramides that even everywhere. New Dove Serum Body Washes. Get Dove or get FOMO.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
Slam dunk a deal on 170 new Kias at George Guy Kia. You can't afford to miss this sales event. Score the winning deal with the new 2024 EV6 Wind all-wheel drive for only $335 a month. New 2024 Forte LXS only $199 a month.
Now that's a slam dunk.
Come visit the George Guy team today in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
It is 6:11 and we are covering breaking news just into the newsroom. Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun is stepping down amid ongoing safety problems.
It's a major shakeup of Boeing's leadership. Several other high-profile members of the company are also stepping aside. Calhoun said this morning in an interview with CNBC he plans to step aside by the end of the year. Well, other news we're tracking this morning, Russia held a day of mourning yesterday for the victims of the terror attack at a concert venue near Moscow. At least 137 are dead, including 3 children. The armed assailants stormed the Crocus City Hall as crowds gathered to see the band Picnic. Nearly a dozen people have been detained in connection with the attack. ISIS has claimed responsibility for it, but Russian President Vladimir Putin suggested a Ukraine connection. With no evidence, Putin said suspects plan to free into Ukraine. Ukraine has denied any connection.
From tornadoes to blizzard conditions, the first full week of spring is delivering a wide range of weather threats. 16 states from California to Michigan are on alert. A tornado touched down in Texas. Southern California saw quarter-size hail, and in the Midwest, more than a foot of snow is possible from Nebraska to Minnesota.
And here things are going to be on the cool side, but we're going to see rain showers coming in for this afternoon. All right, so okay, get your light winter layers out there. It is chilly, but 48 will be our high today.
After an exciting week of college basketball, the Spokane portion of March Madness has come to a close. Yale and San Diego State played the 12th and final game in Spokane. It was impossible to miss the excitement this past weekend.
And so many new people exploring Spokane and soaking in the college basketball, as well as the Spokane Velocity. But the Pacific Northwest Volleyball Qualifier also drew in lots of visitors from out of town. It was a busy week in the Lilac City. It wasn't great for traffic, but it was phenomenal for local businesses that benefited significantly from more foot traffic.
You know the old saying, make hay while the sun shines. I mean, that's what we're doing. Any restaurant deals with busy, slow, unexpected, expected stuff. It's good that we knew we were going to get busy, so we were able to prepare well. But you never know what challenges are going to come your way and what kind of excitement they're going to bring.
Now, he also mentioned that the out-of-towners brought some incredible energy to town, coming in for food and drinks all throughout the day. It was a fun weekend for sure. Your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:13.
Former President Donald Trump expected in court today in what could be a pivotal day in 2 cases against him. We'll break it all down for you after the commercial break.
And a road construction project could affect your commute for a couple of months. Just ahead, we'll check in with Allison Martinez, who has all the details. That's next.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no-obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com. I'm worried about the draft. We got some bad zone control, and I'm concerned we're not bringing the heat. Look at this. Crossover's off. We've got a weak dribble. We need a solid block, just not enough pressure. What do you think?
I think I'm doing just fine.
What?
Bill's Heating and AC is offering financing as low as 0% for 5 years. Call today.
For all your heating and cooling needs, leave it to the real professionals at Bill's.
AutoNation gets it. Your life is constantly on the move, going from one place to another. And after that, guess what? Yeah, you keep going. That's why we do our part to keep you on the go. Now at AutoNation Volkswagen, drive a new Tiguan with 0% financing for 60 months or get a $2,000 retail customer bonus. Go to AutoNation Volkswagen today. What drives you drives us.
BECU is more than just money. We are invested in our community. People will come in and say, BECU changed my life. We have free webinars and seminars, things that are going to help you sleep at night. If you follow the steps, within a couple of years, you could be buying your own home. And to see that happen is just phenomenal. We have the tools that they need to focus on their financial health and building financial wealth. BECU is not for profit and all for Spokane.
My daughter's Andrea, and I'm showing up in her life because I show up in mine. Forgiveness is, she trusts me, and I forgive myself for choosing drugs. I've been in long-term recovery since 2019. The Native Treatment Center gave me that spiritual connection to where I can have a healthy life and recover. Other people show me forgiveness by supporting me for who I am. One word can change the story. My treatment story starts with forgiveness.
It's Click It RV's huge open house show and sale going on now with top manufacturers like Forest River, Winnebago, Thor, Jayco, StarCraft, and more. With super low interest rates, 0 down, and no payments till July. Enter to win $30,000 in cash or a new 2023 StarCraft trailer. There's huge savings on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. So beat the spring rush and don't miss this huge open house sale at Click It RV. 1 mile past the Y on the Newport Highway.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com. 4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It's now 6:17. Former President Trump's financial troubles are catching up with him today.
Today is the deadline for Trump to post a bond of nearly $500 million in his fraud case or risk having his assets seized by authorities. He's also expected in court today in a separate case. ABC's Perry Russum has the details.
This morning, former President Trump is demanding New York keep its hands off Trump Tower as the state gears up to potentially seize some of his assets. In a fundraising email yesterday, Trump writing, "Trump Tower is mine. You will never seize my property." A New York judge found Trump and his adult sons overstated the value of nearly every major property they own to get more favorable loans and other advantages. Attorney General Letitia James has said the state could begin seizing Trump's assets as soon as today if he fails to secure a $464 million bond. Trump's lawyers have said he does not have the cash.
His lawyers have said he can cover at most about a quarter of the civil fraud judgment, and anything more, they said, would be a practical impossibility. Trump has claimed on social media he's sitting on $500 million cash, but he hasn't provided any evidence. His lawyers said he may have been referring to money accumulated over the years that he intended to spend on his campaign, but he's now complaining Democrats are trying to bleed him dry amid all his legal woes. Trump actually hasn't spent any of his own money on his campaign since 2016.
Trump's son Eric yesterday called the $464 million bond amount unprecedented.
Every single person, when I came to them saying, hey, can I get a $500 million bond? Maria, they were laughing. They were laughing. Yeah. Top executives of the largest surety companies had never seen anything of this size.
Lawyers for the New York Attorney General are pushing back, offering multiple examples of bonds over $1 billion. In the meantime, Trump is expected to appear in a New York courtroom today in another case, the hush money case involving Stormy Daniels, where the judge today could set a new trial date. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Good morning. Here is your live look. This is that intersection where we're going to start seeing some closures, getting ready for a big road construction project. Allison Martinez will fill us in on that. But as you see, So
Cloud
sunrise
cover.
isn't, cloud cover, sunrise isn't for another half hour? A little later.
Yeah, about a half an hour. Okay. So we're going to see the continuation of clouds moving in, but we had a clear sky in the early morning. It was beautiful. We do have, again, temperatures that are cold out there. Into Spirit Lake, you're at 23, 31 to Spangle, hovering around 30 degrees along the I-90 corridor until you get to Post Falls. There you're 26 degrees. Our high today is going to be 48. While that's just a touch below average, 51, by the way, is the 30-year average for this date. It's going to be, again, those showers that come in later on today. They're going to be spotty and hit and miss. Potentially rain showers overnight. If we see them at 35 degrees, of course, we could get rain, snow mixed or some light snow in the mountains. Not looking for a big event today or tomorrow, but afternoon showers coming in. We see more dense cloud cover starting to work its way in from the Cascades. So it takes a while to get here. We're going to see it this afternoon. 2, 3 o'clock, some isolated showers coming through, heavier into the Palouse. And then we start to see things really get organized for Tuesday afternoon. That's going to be 3 to 5 o'clock. We're going to see that with more rain showers coming through, drying out, clearing out, getting cold, and then warming back up again. And then we're going to have some more sustained rain that's going to be Wednesday and Thursday. So those are the 2 days that we expect to be the rainiest. On Thursday, because it's a front that's moving out, we have a lot of energy, breezy conditions, and changes in temperatures. We could see some isolated thunderstorm activity. 48 the high today, Ritzville 54, 58 into Moses Lake. Heading south along 395, good road conditions, 59 into the Tri-Cities, but the LC Valley, Lewiston, 56 degrees. That's on the cool side. So we'll have temperatures warming up, partly cloudy with afternoon showers on Tuesday to 52, Wednesday 51, so right about average. Thursday again, rainy, chance of shower and potential thunderstorm potential there, 52, but then we warm up for what will be the last weekend for us in the month of March. We're going to have temperatures around 60 degrees. Of course, that's Easter weekend as well. And the early morning lows are going to be in the mid-30s. So really, that's looking very positive for the wrap-up of this week. Oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to tell you, it is Easter weekend. I did tell you that, but here is this week's Pet of the Week.
Rabbits can make great companions, especially if you don't have a lot of room for a larger pet. They're small, quiet, and can be litter box trained. These 2 5-month-old American rabbits are friendly and inquisitive, love fresh vegetables, and they eat all their broccoli, too. Throughout the year, you'll typically find small pets available for adoption at Companions Animal Center. You can visit them in person or find more information about them and all the animals that are available for adoption at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Oh, and their ears are so soft, the bunnies.
So cute. Good morning, Northwest Time is now approaching 6:23.
Well, with the beauty of March Madness comes heartbreak for all but one school in the end. And the road to the Final Four came to an unfortunate close for the Cougs on Saturday. Hear what the team had to say following their loss to Iowa State. That's next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Support low-income at-risk youth by investing in their future. Join me, Molly Allen, along with Ken Witter and special guest speaker Levi Horn for the annual Northeast Youth Center's Building Brighter Futures fundraiser.
All children deserve a safe place to be a kid. At the Northeast Youth Center, the staff provides a positive, secure, engaging environment for kids to thrive.
Join us to learn more about the Northeast Youth Center.
There's some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya helps you choose the right amounts without over or under investing across all your benefits and savings options, so you can feel confident in your financial choices.
They really know how to put 2 and 2 together. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
At first,
I use Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the Culinary Collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
The Honda you want is here. So drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Welcome back. The time is now 6:25. The Washington State Cougars are coming off their best season in 16 years.
But the dream season came to an end at the hands of a tough Iowa State squad. Alex Crescenti wraps up the season from Omaha.
For the first 20 minutes of the game, this Washington State squad went toe-to-toe with Iowa State and proved they could hang with the second-seeded Cyclones. But at the end of the day, they simply didn't have enough firepower to keep up. Now, we can do a deep dive into what exactly went wrong for the Cougs in the second half, but maybe it's more appropriate to appreciate what this squad was able to accomplish, making it all the way to the second round of the NCAA tournament after being picked to finish 10th in the Pac-12. And what was originally a lot of unknowns turned into a group of stars that will leave memories that are never forgotten in the Pullman community.
Just, kind of hurt for the guys that, probably I won't get a chance to play with again. The guys that's on their way out. We could create a lot of history, a lot of memories, not just for ourselves, but, for the whole Pullman community and, for the state of Washington and the school. So just, kind of bittersweet because, you created a lot of history, but it didn't end the way you wanted to end.
I mean, we did a lot of great things, accomplished a lot of great things. I'm sure, next day, you'll be able to appreciate all the little things that happened this season. But yeah, I mean, I'm blessed to have this opportunity to even be here.
Nobody believed in us at the beginning of the year. It was just us in the Pullman community. So we proved a lot of people wrong, and we did that by just working hard every day, coming in the gym, just stay connected, stay together, and we made history. Obviously, it wasn't enough today to get the win, but I'm just proud of these guys.
We had a good season. We're blessed that we even got to play here, and especially with how people envision our season going and proving along. Something to be proud of. That's not how I wanted to end my college career, but God has plans for me, and it was just a little bit of a roller coaster.
Now, as we enter the offseason, a lot of questions will start to be asked. Will Kyle Smith stay or leave for another opportunity? Which players will test the waters of the transfer portal? And what will Washington State look like as they enter the West Coast Conference? All questions that will soon be answered. In Omaha tonight, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Just thank you to that team. They took us on such a great ride.
For sure.
Amazing. Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:28.
And while the WSU men's team may be out of the tourney, the women are still dancing in a tourney of their own. While we are breaking down how both the Gonzaga and the WSU women are faring and when you can see them play next. That's coming up right after this break.
Plus, a new road construction project could have a big impact on your morning commute for the next couple of months. We'll check back in with Allison Martinez with what you need to know as you head out the door next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Elevate your outdoor living space during Jacobs Custom Living Spring Kickoff Sale. Enjoy massive furniture discounts from 10 to 60% off MSRP. Plus, receive a free patio heater with the purchase of any 5-piece set. Jacobs Custom Living has a huge inventory ready for immediate delivery or enjoy free storage through April. Get the biggest savings of the season during Jacobs Custom Living Spring Kickoff Sale on now through April 6th in the Spokane Valley on Sprague just east of Sullivan.
An incredible woman's final moments. A goodbye unlike any other. a message every family needs to hear.
How often do you get to do that? Save someone's life.
Watch A Gift of Life, Tuesday, only on 4 News Now at 6.
Slam dunk a deal on 170 new Kias at George Gee Kia. You can't afford to miss this sales event. Score the winning deal with the new 2024 EV6 Wind all-wheel drive for only $335 a month. New 2024 Forte LXS only $199 a month.
Now that's a slam dunk.
Come visit the George Gee team today in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker starts with some big news from across the pond. This morning, support pouring in across the globe for Catherine, Princess of Wales. She delivered her deeply personal cancer diagnosis Friday. For the royal family, this diagnosis added another blow, sidelining one of its most visible figures just after King Charles announced his diagnosis of an undisclosed form of cancer last month.
Well, if you're dreaming of striking it rich this week, there are 2 huge lottery jackpots at stake. Tonight's Powerball climbing to a colossal $800 million. And if $1 billion sounds even better, well, tomorrow's Mega Millions drawing for $1.1 billion is the 5th largest prize in the history of the game.
Can't even wrap my brain around any of that.
Nope.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grett. It is Monday, March 25th. Let's check in with Mark Peterson and check out our forecast. Mark, is it raining down millions or billions anywhere around here now?
No, potentially, I guess, you know. We do have a dry sky, but we do have increased cloud cover and some breaks in the clouds as well. We're sitting at 30 degrees, so it's a cool start to the day. Winds are light. That's the good news. In the 4 things you need to know. Frosty start in some areas. Increased cloud cover throughout the day. The rainiest day really looks to be Wednesday, and then after Thursday we transition to a warmer weekend for next weekend. We look at cloud cover that's going to be with us today, and it's going to take a while, but we're going to build in a little energy from the west. We're going to have a few spotty showers really to the south of us to start, and then this afternoon around dinner time you're going to see that potential for some scattered rain showers in the area. 48-hour high today. It's 45 into Coeur d'Alene, heading up north into Bonners Ferry, 47 degrees. Colville, you're at 50. If you're heading to Omak, near 60 degrees there. We're going to be near 50. 51's a normal high for this time of year, but our high today expected to be 48 degrees.
Thanks, Mark. Well, we hope to learn more today about an assault and kidnapping that sent a woman to the hospital. Spokane police arrested 4 people for it on Friday. Officers responded to a 911 call around 10:30 Friday morning that a woman was screaming on Boone Avenue near Monroe. When police arrived, they found a woman with serious injuries and part of her hair forcibly shaved. Police say they saw several people trying to hide inside a nearby apartment. Police arrested these 4 people for first-degree kidnapping and second-degree assault. The victim was taken to the hospital in serious condition. At last check, SPD was working to get a search warrant for where they found those 4 suspects.
The city of Spokane is proposing putting more than $11 million towards homeless and addiction resources. According to Mayor Lisa Brown, the proposal includes $500,000 to the expansion of Spokane Fire Department's CARES, or Community Assistance Response Team program. The expansion will add a social worker, a substance use disorder professional, and a case manager, which in turn would double case capacity. And for a full list of where the rest of that $11 million would be dispersed, you can look for this story on KXLY.com. Well, a heads up, your morning commute could be much more difficult starting today.
The westbound I-90 exit at Freya Street will close for the Thor-Freya Corridor project. Those driving through East Central could experience delays until early June. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez live sharing what you need to know in order to navigate the closures.
Robin, Natalie, good morning. It's yet another construction project making the morning commute more difficult for Spokane drivers. Right now I'm in between Thor and Freya and 2nd, and as you take a look to the road here, you can see crews are getting started on blocking off this road completely. By the end of this day, it will be closed completely, but for now we're just seeing the far right lane being closed. Now starting today, crews will be working to rebuild 2 intersections in East Central, Thor and 2nd and Freya and 2nd. Crews will be focused on rebuilding the intersections with concrete, water and sewer replacements, and more. We heard from an employee at Spokane Organic, which is a small business in the area. He says that the last time this intersection was closed, the impact on sales was undeniable.
Every time that construction hits, we really see a slowdown in business. I mean, if there's one inconvenience that takes people out of it, most people not come just because of that one inconvenience.
Similar work will be done on eastbound 3rd Ave at Thor and Freya once this project is complete. For now, here's what you need to know. Westbound drivers have 3 rerouting options. Use exit 286 at Broadway Ave, exit 285 at Sprague, or exit 283A at Altamont Street. If you're heading north, you are in the clear. Know that northbound Freya Street will be open between 5th and Sprague Ave. Now, this detour is expected to be in place for the next 10 weeks or until early June. As you're heading out the door this morning, allow yourself plenty of extra time to navigate this closure, especially as drivers encounter it for the first time all week long. Now, for more information about detours or this project, you can head to our website, KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, Allison, thanks so much. Yeah, definitely takes some getting used to say the least.
Well,
your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:36.
Let's check in again with Mark. We had some wet weather over the weekend, a little bit of all sorts of stuff, didn't we?
Sunday, I saw it all. I saw the rain, the snow, and the sun coming out
wild
in that order. You know, it was crazy. We're going to have the best chances of rain coming in really Wednesday and Thursday for sustained rain. Right now, we've got the clouds and a cool start to the day with temperatures in the upper 20s and around 30 degrees.
And the Yale basketball team came to Spokane with an unusual good luck charm. The Idaho Vandals Band. The special story of camaraderie coming up next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Ready to bring your dream countertop to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Liberty Lake or Spokane Floor & Home.
For a limited time, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. Stop by Pape Machinery Ag and Turf today to get started.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next.
If you don't pick one,
Am I keeping you from your job? Next. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Your electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Are you getting tired of that constant drip of the faucet? Or are your drains running a little slow? Call Gold Seal Plumbing today to take care of those pesky drips and slow drains when it's not an emergency. You'll save yourself a lot of money and stress, not to mention the annoying sound of that drip. So if you need a plumber, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Oh, what a good time we will have. You can make it happen, girl.
Try dietary supplements from Voltaren for healthy joints.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Liberty Lake or Spokane Floor & Home.
Good morning and welcome back at 6:39. The Gonzaga men are moving on to the round of 16, and tonight The Gonzaga women are trying to do the same.
They battled UC Irvine Saturday on their home court, winning 75-56 against the Anteaters. It was a little rocky for the Bulldogs to start. UC Irvine took a 7-point lead to end the first quarter, but after that, it was all Gonzaga all night. The Bulldogs exploded on offense, coming out of halftime, and a strong UCI defense couldn't keep up. Yvonne Ejim was the Zags' leading scorer with 25 points, and heading into their second round game, Ejim wants the Zags to keep that same momentum on the other side of the ball.
Just like our rebounding, I feel like bringing that into the next game is really what's going to set us apart, and letting that feed into our defensive energy.
Now, Ejim had 14 rebounds against the Anteaters, which secured her double-double in Saturday's game. Now, the 4-seeded Bulldogs are headed to the second round and will play their last game of the season in McCarthy Athletic Center. Tip-off against 5-seeded Utah is at 7:30 tonight, and the winner of that one is headed to the Sweet 16.
All right, all the best, right? Okay, so we look at the 10-second takeaway. A frosty, cold start out there with temperatures hovering below freezing everywhere. Warmer layers are going to be needed throughout the day, but winds aren't a big factor. 48 the high.
Well, when it comes to the Cougs, it's the end of the road for the WSU men's historic season. But the WSU women are still playing in the postseason.
Yeah, the Cougs didn't get a bid into March Madness, but they did secure the #1 seed in the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. WSU won its second round game, blowing out Santa Clara yesterday. The Zags won 73-47 and now move on to the round 3. Next up, Washington State plays Toledo in the quarterfinals of the WBIT. That game tips off in Beasley Coliseum Thursday night at 9. Go Cougs. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:41.
And before we go to break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the newest trend in travel. So what exactly is sleep tourism?
And it refers to an increased interest among guests and travelers to have a good night's sleep, purposefully booking a trip in order to be restored and return home refreshed.
And the statistics behind it are eye-opening.
1 in 3 adults report struggling to either fall asleep or maintain sleep.
Hotels taking it to the next level beyond a chocolate on the pillow, creating environments that are best for rest, quiet, temperature controlled, and comfortable.
I just wanted to close the door and get some sleep.
Well, I was exhausted.
These 2 sleep tourists are trying out accommodations in Florida and California. So will their sojourns be worth the slumber? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story. And with Once Daily Trelegy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful Ask your doctor about Once Daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This Saturday is your chance to slam dunk a win at Mr. Quack Casino Hotel. Shoot hoops for your share of over $22,000 in cash. It's Cash Madness at Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no-obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With the family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Your choice. Get a 2023 Bronco Sport with 0 for 60 or lease for $299 a month only at your local Ford dealer.
UFCW 3000 is building a union that fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
Our union believes it's time for the employers to do the right thing and provide the kind of wages, benefits, and schedules that improve both employee services and company commitment.
It's a win-win. The company has skilled workers long-term, and it strengthens families and the community they live, shop, and work in. And isn't that what every American worker deserves?
4 News Now and STCU recognize volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today, we honor Shauna Kennedy. Shauna lost her sister to domestic violence and is now the founder of Stop the Silence.
I just couldn't look away. I want to make a difference, and my commitment is that nobody else loses their sister.
Shauna is a driving force behind Stop the Silence, working tirelessly to support domestic violence victims in our community.
Shauna is an ally to those who are all too often silenced by their abusers. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Want to sell fast? Go to WeBuyHouses.com. We'll buy any house in any condition. Get your no obligation cash offer today. Call WeBuyHouses.com at 509-563-7575.
WeBuyHouses.com. It's time to hoop it up at Mr. Quad Casino Hotel. Score your share of over $22,000 in cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries to Shoot Hoops for cash. Mr. Quad Casino Hotel. Mr. Quad Casino Hotel is open.
Y-A-L-E-L. Bulldogs, Bulldogs, arf, arf, arf.
Well, here is a story that captured the nation's attention. Yale's marching band wasn't able to make the trip to Spokane to support their squad. When the University of Idaho's band heard the news, it learned Yale's fight song, got on a bus, and represented the Yale Bulldogs on their behalf.
We got a call from our athletics department on Sunday saying, hey, Yale's band couldn't make it. Would the University of Idaho Vandal Band like to step in? And it just worked out where we could come up and play.
And the best part? Yale pulled off an upset, beating Auburn on Friday. Of course, Yale was back yesterday, or rather the band was back yesterday supporting the Bulldogs. Yale, however, fell to San Diego State, but wow.
The best story.
So cool. So cool. Way to go. Way to go, Vandals.
Well, this is also cool. Look at that nice sky out there. You can see the peak of the sunrise just behind it there a little bit as we head off into this week.
Yeah, a little cotton candy going on there.
Yeah, we're going to see increased cloud cover throughout the day, maybe a few afternoon showers, but they're going to pick up in intensity as we get into the week. All right, let's take a look at our current conditions. Again, those clouds are out there. We get some breaks in places. Up at Spirit Lake, you're 25. It's 30 at Fairchild. It's 28 into Cheney and into Deer Park. So make sure everybody's dressed warmly as they head out the door this morning. It's not going to get that warm, a little below average. 48 will be our high today. But again, the cloud cover, we're going to see a few showers coming in. It looks to be between 3 and 5 o'clock this afternoon. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, so not a huge factor there for the winds. Tonight, temperatures down to 35. We could see, again, a few scattered showers. Could be a little rain, snow mixed in that, but not looking for anything that's going to be sustained or, you know, really upset your morning commute for tomorrow morning. And again, the winds are going to be light, less than 10 miles an hour. Looking at what's going on elsewhere, our forecast is looking pretty good. So we have moisture coming up from the deep south. We've got this cold air mass coming out of Canada. It continues to work its way down on the east slopes of the Rockies, sort of trapping that cold weather there. And so we see that low right there centered over parts of Nebraska. As that continues to make its way up, it's throwing what has been some very measurable snow into parts of the Great Lakes. They've been very mild this last month, so now they're getting sort of that winter hit as spring has sprung. All right, so we look at the Pacific Northwest, higher elevation snows into the northern Cascades, and it's got to be the higher elevation. Snow level's pretty high. Those scattered showers coming across. Got this low trying to work its way out of our area, building in for a ridge for the weekend, which will be more warmer, stable air. And for Tuesday afternoon, we're going to see some scattered showers, clearing cold, and then another round of what will be more sustained rain on Wednesday as of today as we forecast this. That continues to move across Thursday. That system exits enough energy and isolated thunderstorm out of that. And our highs today will be 48, 45 into Coeur d'Alene, 58 into Moses Lake. Still cool into the LC Valley today with mid-50s expected. We'll see 50 starting tomorrow, and then again the rainy conditions Wednesday and Thursday as we transition to, again, this ridge of high pressure that's going to bring partly cloudy conditions. Friday and Saturday, Sunday, Easter Sunday, it's going to be a high of 60. Overnight lows into the mid-30s. So some of those early morning Easter egg hunts are going to be on the chilly side. But still, it's going to be what looks to be a beautiful weekend right now.
I'd say that's going to be very nice, especially after the dreariness.
Yeah, Mark, thanks much. It's now just about 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. Your morning sprint is coming up next.
Thanks so much for waking up with us right here on Good Morning Northwest to start off your Monday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Papa Murphy's.
An incredible woman's final moments. A goodbye unlike any other. A message every family needs to hear.
How often do you get to do that? Save someone's life.
Watch A Gift of Life, Tuesday, only on 4 News Now at 6.
Honeymoon phase over already, huh?
You know, these things normally take a while to figure out, and these
We get you compensated fairly and only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
Times may change, but some things remain timeless.
I've been using the Dove Beauty Bar more than 25 years.
Dove is 1 quarter moisturizing cream. I feel silky smooth.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. CeraVe moisturizers.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is right now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Monday morning in the morning sprint.
Allison Martinez live at the Thor Freya exit where crews are closing down the westbound exits.
And Mark Peterson is looking forward to Easter Sunday as we take a look at your work week forecast.
But first, today, a judge will sentence a man who killed a family of 4 in North Idaho. Major John Kaler faces a minimum sentence 10 years in prison and a maximum sentence of life in prison for each of the 4 counts of second-degree murder. He killed Kenneth and Kenna Gardapi and Devin and Aiken Smith. Kaler's sentencing is scheduled for 1 this afternoon. We will bring you the results on TV, on KXLY.com, and the KXLY Plus streaming app.
Some people may be seeing traffic delays during their morning commute. Right now, I'm in between Thor and Freya on 2nd, and we're seeing the very beginning stages of what will soon be a complete closure of the westbound off-ramp at Freya. Right now, along this street here, we're seeing just the closure of the far right lanes. Now, if this is your normal route, you have 3 options. Use exit 286 at Broadway Ave, exit 285 at Sprague, or exit 283A at Altamont Street. For more on this closure, you can head to our website, kxly.com.
We're tracking some breaking news this morning. Boeing's CEO
All right, as we take a look at what we have in our weather here, we're going to see the cloud covers, a few afternoon showers coming through. The winds are going to be relatively light. So between 3 and 5, we're going to see more shower activity in our area. We're going to see more heavier showers coming in for the middle of the week. 48-hour high today, 45 at Coeur d'Alene. We're going to be into the upper 40s throughout much of the afternoon, so things are looking okay. But again, those scattered showers about the time the kids get out of school.
And out of that breaking news we're tracking this morning, Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun is stepping down amid ongoing safety problems. It's a major shakeup of Boeing's leadership. Several other high-profile members of the company are also stepping aside. Calhoun said this morning in an interview with CNBC he plans to step aside by the end of the year.
Russia held a day of mourning yesterday for the victims of a terror attack at a concert venue near Moscow. At least 137 people are dead, including 3 children. Armed assailants stormed the Crocus City Hall as crowds gathered to see the band Picnic. Nearly a dozen people have been detained in connection with the attack. ISIS-K has claimed responsibility, but Russian President Vladimir Putin suggested a Ukraine connection. With no evidence, Putin said suspects planned to flee into Ukraine. Ukraine has denied any connection.
A 7-time convicted felon is in jail this morning for shooting at 4 people Saturday. Police say it happened in the Logan neighborhood near the intersection of North Hamilton and East Indiana Avenue. 2 people found a car they believed was stolen was from a friend. They then called that friend who arrived to confirm it was in fact their car. While trying to figure out how to reclaim the vehicle, 33-year-old Levi Corker came out and confronted the group. He then went back inside and returned holding a gun. The group backed off and tried to drive away. Corker fired several shots at their car. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt. The police arrested Corker for 4 counts of first-degree assault and unlawful possession of a firearm.
We hope to learn more today about an assault and kidnapping that sent a woman to the hospital. Spokane police arrested 4 people for it Friday. Officers responded to a 911 call around 10:30 Friday morning that a woman was screaming on Boone Avenue near Monroe. When police arrived, they found a woman with serious injuries and part of her hair forcibly shaved. Police say they saw several people trying to hide inside a nearby apartment. Police arrested these 4 people for first-degree kidnapping and second-degree assault. The victim was taken to the hospital in serious condition. At last check, SPD was working to get a search warrant for where they found the 4 suspects.
The city of Spokane is proposing putting more than $11 million towards homeless and addiction resources. According to Mayor Lisa Brown, the proposal includes $500,000 to the expansion of Spokane Fire Department's CARES, or Community Assistance Response Team program. The expansion will add then a social worker, a substance use disorder professional, and a case manager, which in turn would double the case capacity. For a full list of where the rest of that $11 million would be dispersed, you can look for the story on KXLY.com.
A calculation error on FAFSA could further delay some students' financial aid packages. According to the Department of Education, the error impacts several 100,000 financial aid forms. This could delay students' ability to choose which college they can afford to attend. It's just the latest complication to the FAFSA process this year. Typically, colleges send financial aid award letters to students in March and request a decision by May 1st on whether they plan to enroll in the fall. Many colleges, including Gonzaga and Whitworth, have already delayed this timeline due to the problems with FAFSA. We'll be back with a final check of weather for the work week with Mark Peterson right after this quick commercial break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What have you got against tomatoes?
I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
Hi, welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming to Coeur d'Alene Honda for years, and they always treat me just like family here.
Our customers love how easy it is to do business with us.
We have Hondas that fit everyone's budget.
Awarded Dealer of the Year and rated 4.7 on Google.
All new Hondas and select pre-owned come with our nationwide lifetime warranty.
Plus, all new Hondas come with 2 years free maintenance.
Which Honda would you prefer? Coeur d'Alene Honda with the lifetime warranty at no additional cost to you, or the other guys?
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And with all the varieties, organic, reduced sodium, and now the culinary collection, it's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Temperatures starting off cool. Got a clear sky, that radiational cooling. Temperatures in the 20s. But things are going to warm up to about average. I mean, 51's a normal high this time of year. We're going to get to 48 today, about 3, 4 o'clock. Also, some isolated showers are going to fire up about that time, so just be aware. When we look at the planning forecast, we're going to see finally average temperatures Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but rainy conditions for Wednesday and Thursday as well. Easter weekend, things dry out, warms up, looks to be really nice. Just got to get there.
Hey, thanks so much for starting off your Monday with us.
We'll see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts right now.